Hi everyone, and welcome to another Wednesday on your closet case, and this week we are talking about LGBTQ resources that we have used. My main source of information was definitely coming from movies and television shows and everything before I got to high school, so basically the movies that I really found informative for me is a movie called Prayers for Bobby, which is basically about a guy coming out and his mother's reaction in relation to religion, because I didn't really understand the concept of how religion and homosexuality kind of can interlock and everything like that, so that was really good. And then also TransGeneration, which is a documentary following a bunch of transgender people while they go through college and continue their transition, and some are even just starting their transition, and that was really informative. Television shows, I watched The L Word a lot, which doesn't really pick up till maybe the second season, and then they get more informative. Degrassi, which is one of, I think it's Canada's longest running television show, if I'm not mistaken, and basically they've had gay characters on there. If you haven't seen the show, it's basically just revolving around a high school called Degrassi High, and then so it follows the lives of students, fictional students, but they try and bring up a lot of issues. There's like a lot of drama on the show all the time, so they had like gay couples on it, lesbian couples. Recently their big thing was that they had a transgender character on, so they try and be as informative as you can get, so kind of like the everyday life of people who have these identities. As for online resources, I don't really use them that much. I have participated in kind of like forum chats. I don't remember what the name of the websites were, but that's been interesting. I'm more into talking to people about their experience rather than reading long scholarly articles or anything about what's going on, so I usually use Tumblr. Tumblr is great if you want to learn about some issues and then go and research further on other parts of the internet. Tumblr cannot be your only source of information because most of the time it's just people's opinions on their own blogs, so the information isn't necessarily accurate or up to date. And Tumblr is also good if you just want to do social networking, so if you want to find other people who have similar identity to you, you can always just search the tags and find blogs of people talking about issues and everything like that surrounding certain identities. I have always been interested more in gay straight alliances or talking to people with these identities in person and getting information that way and kind of learning like that. So when I got to high school, the big thing was the GSA, and I joined when I was in grade 10, and so I found people that could help me understand identities, explore other identity possibilities, and how to kind of make it work well in my high school, and how to kind of inform people. So that has been a big thing for me. Because I lived in a small town, we didn't really have that many resources for in person, but because I live close enough to Toronto, it was only 2 hours away, so our GSA was really into making there be like field trips to Toronto to see conferences that were put on by the LGBTQ community there, so then people would be speaking about their experiences and educating and all this stuff, which was great. And then we kind of decided that we wanted to hold our own conferences where people that are even further away from Toronto than us could actually come to our school, and then we would have guest speakers and stuff like that. I'll put all the names of the LGBTQ movies and television shows and basically anything I can think of down in the description box if you want to look at that, and I hope everyone has a lovely week.